Different concepts are being tested on sentence correction items in an English exam, and one of the most common is subject-verb agreement. To spot the errors in a sentence correction item, always remember that the subject of a sentence must agree with the verb. So the first thing you have to do is to find the subject in the sentence. The subject is the noun or pronoun that is doing the action. To find the subject in the sentence, you have to remove any extra information that is not important to the grammar of the sentence. You can do this in 2 steps. Step 1. Remove any extra information that is set off by commas. Let's look at this example sentence correction item. Commanding the students' attention, the professor standing between the 2 podiums in the Great Hall, who is known for his difficult exams, announced the final graduation date with their booming voice. In this sentence, the phrases that are set off by commas are commanding the students' attention and who is known for his difficult exams. Therefore, we can remove them. This leads us to a more simplified sentence. The professor standing between the 2 podiums in the Great Hall announced the final graduation date with their booming voice. Step 2. This time, remove any extra phrases that are not set off by commas. You'll know which phrases to remove because they do not provide the answer to who or what is doing the action announce. Which phrases do you think we need to remove? Right. We'll remove standing between the 2 podiums and in the Great Hall. The simplified sentence now reads like this. The professor announced the final graduation date with their booming voice. Now that we've removed all the extra information, we can easily find the subject of the sentence, and that is the noun professor. After finding the subject, it's time to check if the verb agrees with it. Let's review the most basic subject-verb agreement rule. If the subject is singular, then the verb must also be singular. Singular verbs end with S, like dives, watches, produces. If the subject is plural, then the verb must also be plural. Plural verbs do not end with S, like dive, watch, and produce. In this sentence, the subject, professor, is singular, so the verb must also be singular. If you look at the choices below, we should cross out all the choices that start with a plural verb, and these are letters A and C. Now that we've removed all the wrong choices, we can easily spot that there is another error in the sentence. There is a plural, which doesn't fit with our singular subject. So, the answer would be letter B. Commanding the students' attention, the professor standing between the 2 podiums in the Great Hall, who is known for his difficult exams, announces the final graduation date with his booming voice. Great! Another challenging item in an English exam is completing a sentence with the correct verb. In this video, we'll teach you some secret sentence completion tricks to use on any English exam.